Hello, friends. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to think in English? Maybe you wanted to say something in English, but your brain was working in your first language instead. It's like your brain is speaking one language and your mouth is trying to speak another. Does that sound familiar? Don't worry. It happens to everyone who is learning English. But here's the good news. You can teach your brain to think in English. And it's not as hard as you might think. In fact, it's actually pretty simple if you follow some easy steps. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So sit back, relax, and let's learn together. Ready? Let's go. Why is thinking in English important? Why should you try to think in English? Well, imagine this. You're talking to someone in English. If you're thinking in your first language and then translating into English, it takes a lot of time. By the time you finish your sentence, the other person might already be thinking about lunch. Ha 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 ha. When you think in English, everything becomes faster. You don't need to translate anymore. Your words come out more naturally. You sound smoother and more confident. People will understand you better and you'll feel happier because you're communicating well. Doesn't that sound nice? Your brain likes shortcuts. Now let me tell you something very important about your brain. Your brain likes shortcuts. What does that mean? It means your brain doesn't like to work too hard. For example, if you always think in your first language and then translate into English, your brain gets used to doing that. It becomes a habit. Habits are hard to break. But if you teach your brain to think in English directly, your brain will start using English as its shortcut. This makes life easier for you. Instead of thinking in two languages, you only use one, English. Over time, this will feel normal and natural. Surround yourself with English. So how can you start teaching your brain to think in English? The first tip is this. Surround yourself with English every day. Every single day. Not just once a week or when you have free time. Make English part of your daily life. For example, change the language on your phone to English. Yes, even your phone. At first it might feel strange. You might press the wrong buttons or get confused. But that's okay. That's how you learn. After a few days, you'll get used to seeing English words on your screen. Soon, those words will feel normal to you. You can also listen to music in English, watch movies or TV shows in English, read books or articles in English. Even children's books are great. The key is to make English a big part of your world. The more you see and hear English, the easier it will be for your brain to start thinking in English. Start with simple words and phrases. The next tip is to start small. Very small. Don't try to think in full sentences right away. Begin with simple words and short phrases. For example, if you're drinking water, just think water. If you're walking, think walking. These are very easy words, right? When you keep practicing these simple words, they become automatic. You won't need to translate them anymore. They will pop into your head naturally. Then, slowly, you can add more words. For example, instead of just thinking walking, you can think I am walking. See how it grows? And don't worry about grammar mistakes. Grammar is important, but at this stage, the goal is to make your brain comfortable with English. Mistakes are okay. Everyone makes them, even native speakers. Use visuals to help you think. Another helpful tip is to use visuals. What does that mean? It means connecting English words to pictures or actions in your mind. For example, If you're eating an apple, picture the apple in your head. Then think, apple. If you're opening a door, picture the door and think, door. This works because our brains remember images better than words. When you connect English words to pictures, it helps your brain remember them more easily. Try this whenever you can. Look around you right now. What do you see? A chair? A window? A book? Think of the English word for each thing you see. Practice this often, and soon your brain will start thinking in English automatically. Talk to yourself in English. Now, here's a fun tip. Talk to yourself in English. Yes, really. No one is listening, so don't be shy. Pretend you're having a conversation with a friend. Describe what you're doing. Share your thoughts. Ask questions. Anything goes. For example, if you're cooking dinner, you can say, I am chopping onions. Onions are white. They smell strong. Or if you're getting dressed, you can say, today I am wearing blue jeans and a red shirt. At first it might feel silly, but trust me, this is a powerful way to practice. The more you talk to yourself in English, the more comfortable you'll feel with the language. Plus, it's a great way to practice pronunciation and build confidence. Play word games. One more tip. Play word games. Games are fun, and they help your brain learn without even realizing it. Here's an example. Pick any word in English, for example, house. Now think of 5 other words related to house. You could think of door, window, roof, kitchen, and bedroom. Or try this game. Look around you and name everything you see in English. If you're outside, you might see a tree, a car, a bird, or the sky. Say the English words for each thing. This helps your brain connect real life objects to English words. You can also play guessing games. For example, think of an object but don't say what it is. Then describe it in English. It's round, it's red, you eat it. Can you guess what it is? An apple. See how fun that is? Wow, we've covered a lot today. To review, here are the tips we talked about. Surround yourself with English every day. Start with simple words and phrases. Use visuals to help you think in English. Talk to yourself in English. Play word games to practice. These tips may seem simple, but they are very powerful. If you practice them regularly, your brain will slowly start thinking in English. Remember, learning a language takes time. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate every little success. Did you say one sentence in English today? Great job. Did you think of 3 new words? Amazing. And most importantly, have fun. Learning English should be enjoyable, not stressful. Laugh at your mistakes, keep trying, and never give up. You're doing great.